All right, here we are. So it's Galaxy of Heroes day by day. Thanks for being here. Today's the 13th of June. How's everybody doing today? If you didn't hear the story about that I told in the free to play show about, I'm just, I'll rehash it right now for those of you who may have missed it for reasons. And I was talking about my day, and things were pretty good. Got to spend the majority of the day with my daughter. We went to the library. It was a good day. All in all, I had to go pick up my wife's car because we left it overnight at the mechanics to get whatever. Brought it home. She immediately says, "Okay, what do you want to do for the foster parents for the foster son's birthday?" And I'm like, "Well, what do you want to do?" And she's like, "Well, I'm just too hungry. I can't make a decision." And understand that the decision that needs to be made is either we're going to stay here at the house, or we're going to go to the reservoir where my father-in-law, my son, and my nephew are, and we're going to take everything over there and we're going to have it at the reservoir with them, or they're going to come here to the house. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's go to the reservoir. And so we order pizza, get in the car, start going down the road. I'm going to go get the pizza first and then go get my mother-in-law, then go to the reservoir. She's like, well, my wife starts, well, you can cook it, Mom? Yeah. I was going to go get the pizza first. Keep in mind, she told me that I get to make the decision about this, right? Well, that just seems out of the way. It's not out of the way. But I don't say anything. I go get Mom, then go get the pizza, and then go to the reservoir. We're driving around the reservoir trying to find a place to park. I mean, it's not like the place is packed. It's just there happens to be a free fishing event this weekend. A lot more people in there than normal. So we're driving around. My mother-in-law starts, well, we might as well park under that pavilion if it's going to rain. And my wife's like, well, I'm just going to have him go over there and park over where they are. This is where I let to park. Well, I was going to go look for a better parking place than over in front of there. So I ended up pulling around, pulling back right in front of where they were, where my father-in-law had parked. Okay. Get out of the van. I put my cup on the table, this concrete table. I put the baby in the swing, swinging him. He proceeds to start to sprinkle a little bit. Keep in mind, I'm just saying the word sprinkle. I'm not saying rain. I'm not saying pour. I'm not saying downpour, anything like that. It's sprinkling. Like, you know what sprinkling is, okay? And maybe I'm crazy, but I'm the type of person who can handle sprinkling. Everybody else is like, we need to go home right now. My nephew's complaining because he doesn't mind, hot pizza or greasy pizza. He just doesn't like soggy pizza. Keep in mind, it's sprinkling. I'm walking around. I'm walking around eating my pizza. I'm drinking my drink, having a grand old time. Everybody else is in the car. keep in mind, I was told that I got to make a decision about this. But all of a sudden, because it starts to sprinkle, evidently, all of that has shifted. Now, when I say sprinkling, it's sprinkling. I grew up in a state where every day at 5:30, at 5 o'clock in the summer, it rains. We were just there a couple weeks ago on vacation. Did the same exact same thing. I grew up in a pool. I grew up around the ocean. I'm to the point where unless it's really pouring down, really coming down, like heavy, hard, fast, I'm not looking for shelter. I'm not looking for an umbrella. That's who I am. But in this case, it's sprinkling. So we're like, so my wife's like, well, might as well get back in the car and go home. I'm like, but we're here. And she's like, well, it's raining. I'm like, it's sprinkling. She's like, well, people don't like to be cold and wet. So we get in the car. We get about, it probably takes maybe 10 minutes to get from the reservoir back to our house. By about minute 5, my shirt is totally dry. My shirt's totally dry. And keep in mind, I'm the one who's been out in the rain the most. The whole entire time. And it's this shirt right here, this blue, this blue t-shirt, this navy blue, dark blue, whatever t-shirt. It's navy blue. It's dark blue, whatever you want to call it. Same shirt. 5 minutes down the road, it's totally dry. I'm totally dry. And we've had to stop at a stop sign and a stoplight, and maybe another stoplight. We haven't had the windows open. All we got on is whatever is, the air conditioner or whatever's on in the van. I'm totally dry. And why have I told you this story? It's because I keep telling y'all about this crazy guy. This guy that I follow named Jesus, right? And here's the thing. What I just told you is exactly how Jesus operates. You'll pray to him and you'll be like, okay, Jesus, I want to go there. And he's like, well, I know you want to go there. I'm going to get you there. We're just going to go around. We're just going to go over here. And I'm going to teach you some more stuff along the way. But we're going to get there. You just have to trust me. And we're going to go and we're going to experience a little rain, a little sprinkle. But you're going to be fine. And I promise y'all that this is how Jesus operates. Jesus will get you what you want if you just trust in him and you let him lead. But a lot of us, myself included, will be like, okay, Jesus, I want to go here. And when he goes, well, and if we don't go straight exactly the way he wants us to go, we're like, no, I'm not doing that. And so Jesus will be like, okay, well, I tried to get you I was going to give you what you wanted, but, I guess you don't want it. How many of you have ever done that to a kid? I do that to my kids all the time. My kids will be like, hey, I want to do this. And I'll be like, well, okay, I'm gonna give you that, but you know, we need to pick up the floor. You need to pick up the play floor first. The floor in the playroom. And they'll be like, well, but I wanted this. And I'm like, yeah, I know you wanted that, and I'm going to give you that. You just need to pick up the floor first. I promise you that's exactly how Jesus operates. I'm going to give you what you want, but you need to do this first. And I find it incredibly, I find it mystifying that we will do that to our kids. But when Jesus does that to us, does it to us, we're like, nah, I can't do that. I can't do that, Jesus. I believe that you were born in a manger. I believe that you walked out of the grave, but you know what? I can't believe that you would have me go through a little sprinkle, that you would have me clean up my room in order for you to give me what I want. Father God, guys, I'm sorry. Guys, if you have kids and you're not just giving them whatever they want because they want it, because if you're actually trying to teach them stuff, I promise you that living for Jesus and doing what he wants and trusting him is no different than raising children. It's no different. You asking him for something is no different than your kid asking you for something. And you telling whatever your kid is, that okay, you can have what you want. You just need to pick up the floor first. You just need to put you just need to finish dinner. And I'm constantly boggled. I'm constantly flabbergasted when I see people that have been Christians or whatever for any amount of time, for longer, for most of their life, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, whatever. And they struggle with that concept. Where you pray and you say, Jesus, hey, I want you to do this. And he's like, okay, I'll do it. And he's like, but first I want you to move over here. And then I want you to have a kid. Then I want you to wait 3 years, have another kid, change jobs. Your best friend's gonna die. All this other stuff, but in 10 years you're gonna have exactly what you want. And we're like, well, I can see it right now, and God's like, I know, but there's some stuff you need to learn first. Like there's some messes that have to there's some stuff that has to happen first before you get there. Because here's the thing. God is not a cosmic Coke machine. You can't just pull the lever and be like, God, I want to win the lottery. Like, since I've been up here, living up here, since I've been married, I've been wanting to move back to the state that I was born in. You know, the state where I talk about with the beaches and where it rains every day during the summer at 5 o'clock. I've been wanting to get back there. And you know what? It hasn't happened yet. And I could get upset about it and be like, well, God, you know, I told you I wanted this to happen, and you told me it was going to happen, and it hasn't happened yet. What's the deal? And you know what? I don't know what the answer. I don't know if the answer is yes or no. But I'm pursuing and I'm doing like the answer is yes. And that yes is one day closer than it was yesterday. Because I believe that the answer is yes. It's just not, the answer is not, the answer is just yes, but you have to do all this other stuff first. You have to foster some kids. You have to adopt some kids. You have to love on some kids. And then after you do all that, plus some more stuff, then of course I'll let you have what you say you want. Then I'll let you move back with the beaches and the pool and the rainstorms every day. Yeah, of course, I'll let you do that. But you have to do all the stuff first. And if that's too hard for you, if you're out there listening and you're like, you know what? That's too hard. Well, then you're gonna end up missing out on a lot. Because when you say that's too hard and you pull back, guess what God's gonna do? God's just gonna be like, you know, I said yes. Yeah, but if you don't want it, okay. And then guess what he'll do when you decide that you do want it? He's still going to be like, well, you know, I'll give it to you, but, you know, now it's a little bit later and you've wasted a lot of time. So guess what? And I know a lot of y'all have probably never been taught that, but I promise you, that's exactly how it works. That's exactly how it works. And that's the thing. And that's the thing that boggles my mind about everyone. All of my friends that are Christians and are Christian parents, they don't understand that. It's like, it's really easy. Here's the secret, right? Just do what he tells you to do. If he tells you yes, then just do what he tells you to do. You'll get there eventually. Like it's amazing, like playing this game. It's like playing this game free to play. Actually free to play. How much discontentment have I expressed over having to get these raid teams together? More than a little. And it's like, I could take my ball and go home right now. I could be like, hey, y'all, peace out. I'm out. See ya. Or I could just keep doing what I'm doing. I could stop and be like, okay, I'm going to play. And then I decide to come back in the year. Guess what? Still going to be here. I just need to do something else. I don't know. Probably crazy. But then again, I was born to be crazy. I was born to be crazy. Great song. Great song. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got. If you have any thoughts that you like to share, if you think I'm nuts, that's perfectly fine. I've been called worse. I promise. But yeah, I'm done. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all of you. As always, God bless. Hold the line, because you need to remember that I have friends everywhere. I'll see you later. Bye.